A gloomy start to this Friday. All across the Tennessee Valley, we are seeing mostly clouds right now outside of the FOX54 studio. Clouds will continue throughout the rest of this Friday and into this Friday night, as well as some rain will start to move into the area. But right now we're dry for the time being, but notice this low pressure system that's off to our south and west. That potentially is going to bring in some rain and a few thunderstorms later this afternoon. Now, this was the area that we were watching for the potential for tropical development. It wasn't a named storm. It was more so just a tropical wave, I guess you could say. But either way, it's still going to bring a little bit of rainfall and a few potentially to us here later this afternoon. Temperatures are a little bit cooler than where we were sitting about this time yesterday. Some of us were already in the 90s this time yesterday. Right now we're sitting at 82 in Huntsville, mid-80s down in Birmingham. 83 in Athens. Pulaski also seeing 83, mid-80s in Russellville, Florida, sitting right at 86. Fort Payne is still hanging out in the upper 70s. Now, the heat index isn't going to be as noticeable today. We're only expected to get into the lower 100s. Now, heat advisory criteria is usually when we see a heat index between 105 and 109. That's not going to be the case today. That's why the National Weather Service did allow that heat advisory to expire yesterday. They didn't continue it into this Friday. Either way, it is still going to be pretty hot and muggy, and like I mentioned earlier, rain chances will start to increase heading into the afternoon. So today, expect scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Some of these storms could contain maybe some moderate to heavy rainfall at times, maybe a little bit of frequent lightning. We're going to keep rain in the forecast heading into this Friday night as well. But once we start to get past midnight into the early part of your Saturday morning, we'll start to dry out from any rainfall that we see today, but we are going to keep the cloud cover around, and then we do have another round of, it looks like, showers and storms in the forecast for Saturday as well. So the heat is still going to be noticeable. Obviously, we are going to be dealing with some heat impacts in some locations. Major heat impacts going to be a possibility, but for the majority, everyone's expected to see moderate heat impacts. Now, heading into the weekend, the heat index will continue to rise, and heading into early next week, potentially seeing 113 feels like heat index heading into next Tuesday. We've got a high pressure system that's going to build in. It's basically kind of what we call a dome of heat, and that's going to ramp up the heat heading into early next week, and it's probably going to stick with us realistically throughout the entire week next week. So I just want to remind you of a few heat safety tips because it is still going to be hot. That heat index value, the feels like temperature is still going to be in the lower 100s today, so you definitely want to limit your time outdoors, which I can't imagine a lot of us going to be spending the day outdoors because it is cloudy and we are expected to see rain and thunderstorms later this afternoon. But if you do have to be outdoors, you want to stick to light colored clothing. Obviously, stay well hydrated with water. Check on your pets and elderly, and if you are spending the day indoors, you want to keep your blinds and your shades closed. So for tonight, mid-70s, we'll keep clouds in the forecast heading into tomorrow, low 90s once again for the high temperatures, and scattered showers and thunderstorms going to be in the forecast for the afternoon tomorrow. That will carry over into Sunday and Monday. It's about a 50% chance heading into the weekend and into Monday of next week, and then rain chances really start to taper off heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. It's about a 30% chance for rain, and then notice by this time next week, only seeing about a 20% chance of rain. So after we get past this weekend and Monday of next week, rain chances will start to gradually taper off. Now, this weekend isn't going to be a complete washout. It's really just going to be one of those typical summertime afternoons where we have those pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the forecast in the afternoon. Still probably going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine, but for today we'll keep the clouds around, low 90s, scattered showers and thunderstorms. That continues into this weekend. Low 90s continue as well, but I mentioned earlier we've got a high pressure system that's going to be building in, and it's really going to crank the heat up. Notice Tuesday's forecasted high is only 3 degrees shy of hitting a air temperature of 100, so it is going to be extremely hot heading into next week. And then looking ahead into about this time next week, temperature is going to be staying warm, still in the upper 90s. Scattered showers and thunderstorms still going to forecast. Otherwise, we'll just continue to see sunshine and hot temperatures.